Hello guys, welcome back to the video. In today's video is all about how to make a worship gospel beat from scratch in FL Studio. So guys, join me as I share with you my process in making gospel beat from scratch in FL Studio. So guys, let's dive in and get started. Welcome back to the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make and how I made this video. All right. So guys, stay with me. I'm sure you will learn some new tips. All right. So guys, I'm just going to start with this simple chord so that you guys can take a listen, and then we're now beginning to build on it. All right. So let's get into it. Awesome. So this is our first chord. All right. And let me show you guys the instrument that I used to create this one. I used this guy, Analog Lab. Let me open it. So this is the instrument that I used to create this one. The idea is to create a simple progression as we begin to build on it. All right. So you want to go to this one, home, and then I use this one, this guy, piano. All right. Then we have a lot of presets in the list. All right. You can see all right. So this is the one I used, this guy. So you can pick any one of your choice. Like I always say, so you can pick any one of your choice and get started. So that's that. All right. Now what we have here, I try as much as possible to render it. All right. To this guy. So let me play it again so that you can listen to it. Very simple and steady. Very simple and steady. All right. Stay with me. Awesome. Now, what I did literally is repetition. All right. That's that. So the idea is to free up space on my system. All right. That's that. Of course, let's say you want to do something like this, or you need to do, let's say this one, just come here, right click, and you want to see render as audio clip. All right. Or you can even say render and replace. This way it will render and replace whatever is there before. But I use this one, which is render as audio clip. All right. So in this way, I have this one and this one is there. So that's the first stage. Stay with me. Next is to add this guy. This one, don't worry. I'm still going to talk about this one. All right. But let's proceed gradually. Next is to have this one, this guy, pad to it. So let me show you guys the pad that I used. I use Nexus and Omnisphere. So let me show you guys. Of course, let's play it. Stay with me. I'm sure you will learn some new tips as well. Awesome. All right. That's the first stage. Awesome. Okay. And what I have here, I duplicate it here. Let me open this one. What I have here, I copy and duplicate here. All right. So if I click this one now, you can see it. When I click this one, you can see the preview. When I click this one, you can see the preview. All right. It's the same progression. How did I go about it? Just right click. Let's say I'm on this one, which I've just showed you guys earlier. All right. Right click and say copy. Everything that is here will be duplicated to wherever you want it to be. All right. So that's what I literally do. All right. So let me open this one so you can see it again. We are done with this one. We're on this guy. Stay with me. So let's open it and take a listen. Yeah. The same progression. Now, let me now show you guys the instrument that I used. All right. First off, this guy, which is what? Nexus. Let's open it. Now, I use Nexus, but from the preset, I go to single layer parts. All right. And then from single layer path, you want to pick any of your choice. But if you've been following my tutorial, I love to use this one. Of course, this is the sake of tutorial purpose. All right. Of course, some of my songs, some of the artist song, I still love to use it. And of course, we have a lot of strings and parts in my DAW that I can make use of. But guys, I just prefer to share this with you guys. All right. Stay with me. So you want to go to layer from this list, single layer parts, and then you pick this one or any of your choice. All right. Pick the one that suits your project. Okay. Next will be, next is this one. All right. So let me show you guys. I'm done with this. Let me show you guys this one, which is, Omnisphere. So let's open it. Awesome. So guys, now under parts plus strings, I use this one, analog transparent strings warm. You see, you can pick, we have a lot of strings there. All right. So that's that. I haven't said that. Let's proceed. Now, you see, please pay attention. I'm sure, I will share some tips at the end of this video. And of course, I'm going to play the entire vibe, the entire song at the end of this video so that you can hear the vibe and feel it. Okay. Now this is a pure worship gospel beat. All right. Stay with me. So guys, that's that. Next off, we have this one. Next, we have this guy, which is the same thing. What did I nominate? What did I do? Just copy the first progression. That's the major chord. The first one, I just duplicate it here. All right. Let me show you guys. It's still the same Nexus. You can see it, Nexus. All right. The same preset that I used earlier. Okay. Let me just show you guys. You can see the result. All right. That's that. That's the one I used. So we move to the next one. We move to this guy, which is Ample Guitars. Let me just enable it. Excuse me. Let me enable it. And then let me show you guys, Ample. This is it. Good. Let me open it. Okay. Before I open it, let's take a listen. So guys, I literally play this one on my keyboard. At the end of this video, I'm still going to show you guys how you can play this on your keyboard. Very simple. It makes your workflow more efficient and fast. All right. More faster than clicking. All right. But whatever works for you is still cool. Nobody cares about the process. What people care about most is the result. All right. If you prefer to click like this to create your melody, it's still awesome. And if you prefer, to play it, it's still awesome. What is most important is the result. Okay. So that's that. At the end of the video, you listen to the entire vibe. So having said that, let's move to the next one. So we are done with this one. I'm just going to mute it back. I have reasons for that. Don't worry about that one. So let's move to the next one, which is this guy. Now, what we have here is what I did here, just what I did before. All right. Make sure you're on this one. Then you right click and then remember you go to render as audio clip. So that's what I literally do here. So let me move it back so that you can take a listen to this one. That's what I did actually. So let's take a listen. So guys, literally that's that. Now let me show you guys the instrument before I jump it. Remember, it's the same thing. All right. I just prefer to, just to free up space on my laptop. Because of my CPU, I just have to, render this one so that you guys can listen to it. Okay. So let me quickly show you guys the instrument that I used, which is this guy. Of course, this one, you can hear it. All right. So this is the one I make use of. So having said that, let's proceed to the next one. Awesome. Next, we move to this one. remember, what we have here is still the same thing. You can see the name is the same thing. Just what I did here, I replicate it here. All right. When I create this one, I render it. Let me just show you guys the instrument that I use for this one, not this one, this one. But what we have here is the same thing as what we have here. Just like this, I create this one and I render it out. All right. Let me show you guys the instrument. Of course, this one. So this is the instrument that I used for that one. All right. And this is how it sounds. I'm just going to play it here so that you can listen to it. So, actually, this is it. I pan it to the left. So this is how it should sound. Okay. So let me take it back. Now, let me play everything so that you can take a listen. Remember, what we have is what we have here. So guys, I'm just going to mute this one now. I'm going to mute this one. So let me play everything so that you can take a listen. Number one, we have this one. This one is the same thing as this one. So let me mute this one. We have the parts. Remember, this one is the same thing as this one. Let me just do it like this. Of course, you can see it's the same thing. All right. So this one, we have this one, we have this one and this one is the same thing. And I've showed you guys the instrument. I just render it out. All right. So let's play it and let's see what we have. All right. It should sound like this. This one has been panned to the left. All right. This is it. Don't worry, I'm still going to walk you guys through the mixing process, okay? Now, that's that. Let's proceed. We are not done yet. Let's proceed. Now, this is where we are right now, which I've showed you guys the instrument that I used for that one. All right. I've showed you guys the instrument that I used for that one. Now, let's proceed to this one, which is the bass. Awesome. Now, for the bass, let me just enable it. Now, for the bass, let me just play it so that you can take a listen. Awesome. I hope you can hear it. Okay, so guys, remember, what we have here is what we have here. All right. So what I literally do, just what I did here, I render it out. Okay. So now I'm going to mute this one so that I can play this so that you can hear it properly. All right. So mute this one and I'm going to play this one. But before I do, disable this one. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, you may not necessarily do this one, but the reason why I'm doing it is because of this tutorial. You see, this is another tips for another person. The reason why I'm doing this is I realize all this plugin take most of my CPU capacity. All right, is running the CPU very high at high level. So I realize these are the one that is consuming enough space on my system. So the best thing to do is because I'm doing screen recording right now. So I had to just, render it out and mute the plugin. That way my CPU is very free. You can see it now. It's working at 2%. All right. But when I enable this one, it's going to be very high. So guys, that is literally the idea of doing that. All right. So that's that. Let's take a listen. So remember, what we have here is what we have here. I mean, you can see the same thing. That's why what we have here, that's why I give it different colors. All right. I'll walk you through that later. So let me just play it here right now. Awesome. Then we have this one, just a glance. Then, of course, this one, of course, I did the same thing as one. And of course, let's add shaker, just to. So that, guys, that's it. It's pretty simple. So right now I'm going to play everything. All right. But then, remember, this one is the same thing as this one. I've explained earlier. Then before we go, it remains this one. Don't let me skip this guy. Let's not forget. Now, this one is what we have here as well. All right. So I'm just going to enable this one right now so that you guys can see it. And then I'm just going to play it. All right. So let me enable it. This is the drum that I make use of. And of course, you can see everything, the process. All right. Let's play it. You can see my CPU is running high. All right. It's taking a lot of space on my laptop. All right. So, literally that's what I did. You can see everything is laid, but right now I'm just going to mute it. And of course, mute this one. Remember, let me just use this guy and mute all of them and enable this one. Okay. But remember, everything here is what we have here. Okay. So right now I'm just going to play this one. All right. I don't want to play this one because of my CPU. You see the way it's going up. I don't want this video to get clip. All right. So guys, that is why I break it down. All right. So let me just play this one as you take a listen. You can see my CPU is working healthy right now. But when I use this guy, it's peaking very high. So I'm just trying to manage what I have for now. Of course, I'm still going to get a good system. Of course, this one is awesome. My laptop is awesome as well. But because of the plugin that I'm using, it's a very powerful plugin. All right. So that's that. You're going to hear the entire gist right now. And then after hearing everything, I will now show you guys how I process it to my mixer. All right. But before we go into that, let's quickly hear the entire gist. All right. Let's hear the entire vibe. All right. Now, as you can see, now before I play it, everything is colorized accordingly so that this way, I've shared with you how important this thing is. All right. Make sure you give your project color as you begin you begin your production career. It's going to save you a lot of stress. All right. Right now, I know that everything here is piano. Everything here, you see it. These two guys is drum. Everything here is my, guitars, is my bass, it makes it very easy. And of course, everything is colorized. It remains this one. What I have to do is just to highlight all of them, right click and say random color, and automatically we have the color. All right. So let's get into it. Now I'm just going to play the entire beat. I hope that you love it. All right. I hope, this video is helpful as well. So let's take a listen. Awesome. So guys, I'm going to play it again. Take a listen. So guys, you've listened to it and you've heard it. All right. Now remember, this is actually created for beginner. This is for beginner tutorial. All right. So of course, if you are experienced, I'm sure you will learn some new tips as well in making gospel beats. All right. So guys, let me show you guys how I process it to my mixer. Remember, when you go to your channel rack, you see everything is organized in my channel rack. Let me just come and go to all. You can see all of them. All right. All of them. And of course, when you go to bass, you see your bass. When you go to guitars, you see all my guitars. And when you go to parts, you have access to them. And of course, piano, you have access to them. Now, the reason why I'm doing it like this is that so that it will make my workflow more easy. All right. Than that of leaving all of them like this. Because sometimes as time goes on, as you begin to work on different projects, you will have a lot of lists in this place in your channel rack. We sometimes, to identify some of your plugins, will take you some extra stress. Now, this is not compulsory, but of course, trust me, when you have your work grouped, organized, it makes your workflow more efficient, and it makes things more easy for you. All right. So that's that. Of course, I've shared with you how to do that. I'm not going to go into that again. Yes. So let's proceed. Now, this is my drum and this is my mixer. So let me just detach this one right now so that you guys can see my mixer as I explain. Where are you? Detach. Good. Stay with me. I'm sure some of you will learn some new tips and tricks as well. Now, this is my drum. What I did actually is to pan. Let me just show you guys. What we have here, of course, this is the original. I just render it out here. Of course, you know that. But what we have here right now, everything is panned here. Can you see it? We have the kick. We have the, everything is arranged here. Let me play it so that you can see it. Oh, sorry. Let me enable it here. I disable it for a reason. All right. I told you guys earlier. So let me just, you can see it. Everything is, you see the hi-hat, the tom. All right. Everything is organized. All right. You can see that. So literally there is that. But when I now, render it out here, do you know what I did? I now pan everything because everything we have here, is what we have here. So there's no need to put it there. I now put it here. You can see it. Drum breakdown. Okay. I just put everything here. In other words, this one, I don't need it anymore. All right. If I go to drums now, you can see it. This one is this, which is the main plugin. All right. But when I render it out, we have it as an audio clip. Okay. So now, you can see it. I pan it to 13 in my channel, in my mixer. That's number 13. And how do I do it? Just come here and you say type in value. You just want to, which is do you want to put it on 7 or 8? Me, I prefer to put it on 13. Just type it 13. And of course, you can see the effect. You can easily use your scroll wheel on the mouse to just, you can see the effect in your mixer. You can see the effect. All right. As I move this around, you can see the effect. So literally that's what I did. And of course, the shortcut to do that, you can just click this one and come here and press Ctrl L on your keyboard, and everything is going to align here. All right. So that's that. Next would be to show you guys. So that's what I actually do to my mixer. Then we have this one, the bass, and of course you want to go to your where's the bass? Is here. This is the bass. You see, it's routed towards track 14. And where's the track 14? Can you see it? And to make things a lot easy for me, I give it a color and I give it the logo. All right. Just right click, you want to say change color. You want to rename it. And of course, you want to give it icon. So that is that. Do you understand? Very simple. All right. So I haven't said that. And that's that. Of course, route like this, or you come here and just the same way. All right. This is your base. Just right. The same way. Okay. It's on this one. It's as simple as that. And of course, this one is still what? Base. All right. And this one, I put it on 15. All right. Now, one tip. You see, I can easily put, this is base, this is two audio clip entity. I can easily put all of them in one channel rack. All right. But you see, I know a lot of people would love to put all of them in one track, in one insert. Now, which is very, very wrong, because they're going to be clashing with each other. This is two different things. We have plenty of this insert here. So why should I now risk it and put all of them in one? No. So try as much as possible to give room. All right. So this one, I put it in 14. This one, I put it in 15. Then I can now adjust the volume individually to suit what I prefer, what I wanted. All right. So that's that. So literally, that's what I did to all of them. And of course, when you pan to the left, it will going to play on the left here. All right. When you do like this, when you pan it to the right, it will play in the, let me just display it before I begin to talk. Where are you? This one. Look at it now. Can you see that? Can you see that? Self-explanatory. And of course, in the middle. So literally, I put it here. All right. So literally, that's what I did for, what I do for all of them. Go to Shaker. It's on 20, you see it? Track on 21. All right. This is my shaker. So literally that's everything. All right. So I'm just going to, detach this one, go back to where you belong. So guys, so this is how your mixer looks like. All right. We have the kick, everything I've showed you guys earlier. We have, now what I'm doing right now is just a preview. I'm not really teaching you guys in details how this thing works. All right. I'm quite sure I have some tutorial on my YouTube page that explain a lot about these things, all right, and how you can process your mixes, okay? But literally, this is how I send everything to my mixer, all right? Everything accordingly, and I give it different color so as to make things a lot easier for me, so I can identify my plugins very easy. All right. All this one now, this green is for, what's it called? The pads and the piano. All right. And we have the amp bass. You can do it whatever, how you like it. So everything now is now routed to this guy, my master. Everything is routed to the master. And on the master, you see, like what I told people earlier, in the previous video. Now, what I'm doing right now is gain staging. All right. So I want reduce some of the, what's it called here? I think I've reduced before I render this one out. All right. But perhaps maybe, this one, I did not remove it. I didn't reduce the gain here. I didn't gain stage here. All right. Literally what I'm doing right now is to remove, you see, I remove 6 dB, minus 6 dB, you see, from the entire stuff. All right. So that's why you see that everything sounds like that. Otherwise, it's going to be very clip. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. If I play all of them right now, you see what happened. You see, at minus 6 dB thereabout, going to minus 3 dB. But by the time I disable what I have here, it's going to be very loud. You see now we're already at 0. We are already above minus 3 dB, going over, in fact, we are above 0 decibel, which is going to cause distortion in the mix. All right. That is why gain staging is very important. I have a tutorial on how to gain stage your work to make things a lot easier for you. All right. Of course, if you don't have this plugin, as you are putting it, begin staging, reducing the volume. All right. Or click on it. You can just adjust the volume in this point, in this portion. All right. It's still the same thing. Make sure you gain stage before it gets to the mixer. All right. Gain staging is simply controlling the volume. All right. Of your individual, audio clip, before it gets to the mixer. All right. So that's that. I think we've talked about this in the previous video. You can go and wash it out. You can go and wash it. All right. Literally that's that. And I hope this video is helpful. All right. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. If you love it, and I hope that you will like it and love it, so that I can do more of this video in the channel. So guys, if you love this one and you would like to have it, everything I use in this video, I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and then leave some 3 requirements that you have to meet, and then I'm going to give you everything. It's very simple, all right, and it's very free, okay? But of course, it's what you can always do, all right? Then I will send everything to you. So guys, stay creative. That's it for today, and until the next one, see you guys in the next one. Consider to subscribe, and until the next one, see you guys in the next video. Peace out.